Hello, hello. My name is Dawn Robles. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the suburbs of Phoenix, Arizona. And today I'm going to share with you this cute little card. Now, our new annual catalog is out, so if you haven't received it and you don't have a demonstrator and you want one, please feel free to give me a call. I'd love to get one over to you. They got some great stamps in here, and I am like trying to find all my new favorites again. And one of my very favorites is this Sending Smiles, simply because it's got so many sentiments and just like simple stamping, which I really, really love. And today I'm combining it with another one of my sets, not the stamp set, but these beautiful stationery. It comes with cards and the beautifully decorated envelopes, and it is called the Tea Boutique Cards and Envelopes. And you get, I believe it was 4 of each, right? So 4 of each design. So you have the Parakeet Party, the Sweet Sorbet, the Tahitian Tide, the Orchid Oasis, and there's one in here of Starry Sky. And also the Starry Sky. So today I'm going to pick to use the Starry Sky, and I'm going to blend that with the Tahitian Tide. But we are going to use 4 out of the 5 new in colors. So again, we're using Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis, Tahitian Tide, and one of my favorites, Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to grab this card base and push the rest of these things aside. And all I did here was use the tearing technique. And I can tell you, I just kind of eyeballed everything. But the final dimensions were about, I think, I don't know, 3.5. So this would be like around 3 1/4. Just kind of eyeball it and play with it until you get the desired consistency you want. And of course, we never want to not finish the inside of our card. So I was getting a little carried away playing, but I put another, in this card here, I put another layer of the Sweet Sorbet, and then I just added another flower to the inside because you can never have too many flowers. Love, love, love them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, just pull a card out of the card pack that you want. For the inside, I went ahead and cut a piece of Starry Sky that is 4 by 5 1/4, and then a piece for the sentiment that is 3 3/4 by 5. Ooh, my lights just went out. Scary. Let me see if I can fix that. Wonder what happened. And then I'm just playing with a couple of scraps I had. This, of course, I want to make sure that it is 4 1/4 in height, and then like 3 3/4 or 4, just so you have some tearing room. And then again, same thing here. Make sure it's 4 1/4 in height, and just some room on the sides to tear. Now, I am going to tell you that it's always best to tear your paper down if you kind of like that rough look, rugged look like I do. And if you're having a hard time tearing it, simply spray it with a little bit of water. Very little. You just want to kind of get it moist so that paper is easier to tear. I just kind of do things this way. And if you tear up, you're actually going to have this look here. I'm sorry, my lights keep going out. I don't know what's going on with that, so we'll just ignore that and keep going. And then I'm just going to tear both sides of the paper. I always take my fingernail and I just kind of dig in. And I didn't want it all even, and so I just kind of make ridges and mountains, whatever you want to call them, till I get what I like. And then you can do 2 things. You can either stamp and then glue it on here and kind of tear your paper to go, so this one kind of outlines the inside, or you can just go ahead and tear it and try and match them up. It's basically what I do because it's not perfect. So I'm just going to start here, and then I just make adjustments as I need them. Again, stamping's supposed to be fun. Creating anything is supposed to be fun. That's why we do it. So just have fun with yourself. Don't get stressed out if everything's not perfect. I always tell the gals that come to my classes, hey, have fun. Nothing has to be like me. Just go have fun. So I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper so I don't get my grid paper all dirty. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp my leaves. I'm just going to ink that up real good. I'm going to kind of center it, making sure that leaf actually gets on the paper here. And I'm going to lift it up a little bit. And just give it a good press there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the inside leaf as well for the inside of my card since I have the green open. Ink it up real good and putting it kind of at a diagonal. So I've got that out of the way. Close this up. And then I'm going to bring in my sweet sorbet. And I'm actually going to use the half flower. And the great thing about these stamps is you can actually see through them, so you can line up the stem pretty well. I say that and I probably won't line it up. Ah, I did good. Okay. So I'm going to do that. And while I have it open, I'm going to take the larger flower. Can you see that? Yes. I'm going to take the larger flower and I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on my inside greeting. I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to line it up. And give it a press. So it's a quick, simple card to make. It's one of the things I love about it. Is it looks very pretty, but it's very, very simple to make. So then I'm going to put another flower on this one using the Orchid Oasis. Let me see if I can get this inked up good. Okay. Okay, now when you see the dots, they'll kind of blend together, but when you see them, that just means that your ink pad is super juicy. This is a new pad, so there's a lot of ink on it. If I would have wanted to, I could have spread that out and got a more even feel. So if you have questions about that, you can take a spoon and just rub it to the sides. Oh, and then I need this again. I'm going to use the Orchid Oasis again to stamp this little plant on the bottom. I don't know if what that is, wisteria or I'm not sure, lavender maybe, I don't know. If you guys know me, you know I am not an outdoors girl. And then I'm going to stamp off so I kind of get that two-toned look. And I'm just going to vary at heights, and then you can actually come back up and do a little more and just keep re-inking, moving it over. And like I said, if you want different heights, so you don't want everything always exactly the same. It's nature. Put a little more right there. And I think that looks awesome. Going to bring in that nice Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to put the centers in my flowers. So this half flower has a separate inside, and you'll see it's a little bigger than the other two centers. And the side that looks like it's ruffled actually goes towards the bottom. The first time I stamped it, I made it the top. So you can see the little ruffle there. It goes towards the flower. And then the little innard for this one. And then the inner for this one. Okay. Okay, now we're going to bring in that beautiful Tahitian Tide. I don't know about you guys. Man, this color makes me happy. It is just just a happy stamp, happy color. So I'm going to ink my sentiment up real well. And today I'm just going to say this is a card to say hello. Basically, we're done. You can always spruce up your card. You can take your Wink of Stella and add a little glitter to your flowers if you like. You know me, I use Wink of Stella on everything, so I just quick color it here, give it a little sparkle. And you can see I made a mistake here, but we're going to cover that right up with an embellishment. That one is empty. So I'm just going to grab, oh, I grabbed my tombow. So girls, I'm getting crazy here. So let me kind of measure this up and see if I have enough paper pulled away from the side. And as you can see, I don't. I can actually pull some more of this away. Just try not to get your sentiment. I should have done that before I started my stamping. Just one of those Saturdays. Anyway, for me, when I'm filming, it's Saturday. I'm going to line that back up. Looks pretty good. And I will say you do want to use liquid glue on this process right here. That way you can line up your card where you need it to be. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that card base from the Tea Boutique set, give it a good burnish, and then I'm just going to pop this up on a dimensionals. Brand new pack of dimensionals today. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and lay it down. Card done, right? Now I'm just going to add some of these really cute brass butterflies to it. That way I can cover up my little mess right there. So I'm going to take a little one and put that right over that. I'll take a big one here. Yeah, like him here. And then I'm going to take another big one and put him over there. See how easy and fast that card came together? Now I'm just going to go ahead and put the inside in. And you can really stamp right on the inside of the card base. I just wanted a little more color too on the inside, so loving the new in colors, so I'm using a lot of it. Now the inside looks as pretty as the outside. And then I'm going to finish it up with my new stamp. I think it's called Limited Edition. It's just going to put that it was handmade, and of course it's got the Stampin' Up! Copyright mark on it. And there you go. That was today's project. I hope you guys liked it. If you do, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate all the feedback. Guys, go out there, make it a great day, and happy crafting.